Welcome to World of Warships Clan Battles. It's me, Yoshi, you again. Today I'm playing for TWA versus OMNI. TWA is running a configuration with a high DPS or DPM. We are running with a Conqueror, double Des Moines, Radar Minotaur, double Hindenburg and a Moskva. OMNI, on the other hand, does not have so much DPM. They're running just a Montana, double ZAU, double Moskva and double Z46. If they will be utilizing the advantage of having two destroyers that are basically not able to deal any DPM, you will definitely see that in this game. So of course in the start we are coordinating who's going where. We have a Conqueror and a Hindenburg, and probably a Des Moines as well, going to the 2-3 line. And we have Hindenburg, a Moskva, and a Des Moines going to the 7-8 line. The Minotaur, on the other hand, will stick close to the side of Alpha, to the rocks of Alpha, and will provide radar to cover this capture point. And a bit later, it will also enter the Alpha point to actually capture it. One of our Hindenburgs had some small problems in the start, and he had to reconnect his clients, but we are not gonna bother with that. At first, I'm not gonna commit to Alpha in the start. The simple reason is that over there could be easily ships pushing that side, and I would be screwed because I would not be able to escape Alpha. At the start, I'm very careful, trying to stay outside radar range, trying to stay outside spotting range, and I will wait a bit in this location here until our team has enough firepower on the 2-3 line to support me in this area down here. My RPF location just changed from south towards the general direction of Charlie. And we indeed have a destroyer, probably Z52, entering Charlie. He's probably trying to bait the radar so you can capture Charlie safely. But our team doesn't have the range anyway, or is actually just waiting. And the Z52 left the capture point on his own. I don't know though that the Z52 allowed 11 kilometers was the closest thing to me. That means on Foxtrot 5 there should be no ships around. I'm actually deciding to move out, but my LRPF instantly switches to the 3-4 line, and it means I know that might be one or two ships over there, especially because it just jumped to a different target or just jumped left a bit. But it should be fairly safe for me to move up, because behind the rock to my front I cannot be hit, basically, except maybe from another Minotaur, and they're not running one, so I can move safely up to this rock and just wait behind it. We prevented the capture from Charlie, and we are capturing Alpha on our own now. To be sure, I'm using the radar to confirm that our intel is correct and that there are no ships down south. And as expected, I'm not picking up any ships with almost 10-kilometer radar. But actually there's a Z52 here. I can only use my two front guns right now, but it should be enough to push the Z52 a bit away. Z52 made it out of the radar range, but it's fine. We pushed him away, we secured Alpha. Our team is making point advantage, and the enemy team seems to be pushing the 8-9 line. Moskva is in a very troublesome position over there, because he cannot turn away, and the only thing he can do right now is reverse, and that's one of the biggest problems for Moskva. Now we see both sets of the Z52 just impacting here, so we are pretty certain he won't be able to put any other sets on us. The second Z52 might be of course around, so I'm just activating Hydro to be sure. I'm actually going for Bravo, and this is very risky at this point. We don't know where the battleship is, and we don't know where one of the cruisers is. So at this point I might actually commit suicide here. But luckily they're actually committing for a full 8-9 line push, and I'm spotting the battleship in front of me. The problem, of course, is there's a destroyer south of me, and I don't have radar to counter him. And I have a Montana 11 kilometers from me, and no cover. So I'm pretty happy that the Montana there just shot. I'm actually misclicking here after dropping the torpedoes. But the Montana still doesn't have his guns on me. He's not even making any attempts to turn in my general direction. He definitely missed one of his biggest chances here to turn this game in the favor of OMNI. Z52, of course, is trying to reset me, but he's turning away, so he will not be able to spot me again. So I'm actually deciding it might be worth to maybe stay here for a bit to capture Bravo. But then I decide that with the Montana pushing in, it's probably too risky. Also, the second Z52 might actually also go for the cap here. But the Montana is showing for broadside. And I can basically shoot over these rocks, but the Montana can't. And I'm not gonna get spotted here, so I'm just dishing out quite some damage on the Montana. 3000 damage salvo, and also hit a torpedo that causes a flood. So our team knows that they can set the Montana on fire in about 20 seconds and deal some additional damage. On top of that, I'm getting 5200 damage here. While communicating that with my team in Discord and shooting the Montana and watching on the minimap, I'm kind of overseeing this island here, and I'm grounding myself a bit. That's not nothing really big. I can just move past it until I'm getting stuck with my ass on the island while trying to move away. If there would have been a cruiser to my right side, it would have certainly died here, but this is luckily not the case. One of my torpedo sets is actually reloaded, and I'm dropping it in the general direction of the Montana. But I'm unspotted again, so I'm deciding to stay here for a bit, because the Montana was moving in the general direction of Alpha, and I might be able to finish him off from this location. Of course, we have no means to spot the Montana, but if the Montana does a mistake to open up his guns, we will be able to spot him, as we are right now. That means we will also be able to engage him with damaging guns. The island is luckily not too tall, so we're actually able to shoot over it, and we're actually able to damage the Montana that started with 35,000 HP there. And we are able to get consistent damage on it. He's unspotted now, but we still know the general direction where he is, so we can continue to shoot. Also, my torpedoes are on the way there, but sadly the torpedoes ran out. The blind shooting was worth it, and we managed to finish off the Montana. We did 70,000 damage so far, and received pretty much no damage in return. The Z52 is down south, and pinging the general direction that he stole, somewhere in the 6th line. Of course, the enemy team is trying to get hits on me, but they're really not doing anything to me. I still have all of my heals, so it's nothing really risky. I will push down the 4-5 lane now, in case the Z52 might be trying to get around it, and maybe trying to get the cap. And we also see the enemy team retreating from the 8-9 line. We have our 5 ships set up on the Charlie, so they're probably not going to engage because they will be crossfired. So they're retreating right now, trying to push us in. So they'll probably send a destroyer to capture either Bravo or Alpha. It's very unlikely that they will capture Bravo, so we can expect the Z52 trying to capture Alpha, especially, or actually from my side of the rock. And we know the Z52 is inside the cap, so I activate radar to spot him. To ensure the quick capture reset, I'm just gonna shoot the Z52 real fast. And we also force him to basically reverse. We'll cause a little bit of damage on him. But I'm not too eager to pick a fight with the Z52 right now, especially because I'm not too sure about the map position, because going past this island would basically open up me for the crossfire from the other side of the map. So I'm just trying to stay safe here. We have the lead. We killed basically one of the battleships already. Sadly, there's no Moskva though. But I can engage the enemy cruisers from this side of the map as well, so I'm just doing just that. I'm aiming for the upper belt, or actually deck level, but my shells are actually still dropping short. I'm not sure why, but we're dishing a bit of damage here, but I'm getting a bit tired of it. My radar ran out, so I'm hoping that the Z52 might be pushing forward now. So I'm trying to push him away from them. Also, we have a Des Moines in a position on Alpha. Activating Hydro. In case there might be torpedoes coming my way. And I'm just hoping that I might run into the Z52 now that was hiding behind Alpha. I'm receiving now the warning from a teammate that the enemy team is pushing my way. I never planned to commit chasing after the Z52 anyway. And I'm just trying to get maybe hydro range on him. So maybe our team from the crystal map can shoot on it. Minotaur radar ship detection hydro is not that good. And I just decide to randomly drop my torpedoes in the direction of the Z52. Maybe I can actually get him with torpedoes. He's not using hydro just yet, otherwise he would probably spotted me. Yeah, he's definitely not using hydro. And I'm spotting him. Not sure if our team can actually land some hits on him. He's actually pretty healthy, so it's very unlikely that he will die. But now he's using hydro, so my torpedoes are spotted. He's not gonna run into them. I see the ships on my right side, and standing still broadside with a Minotaur while having enemy ships on your right side is generally not a good idea, so I'm just deciding to move away from here. I can already see the IP shells that are coming my way, so it's better to stay a bit on distance. I see a Moskva over there, getting a quick hit with my big guns, and I'm just casually devastating striking a Zao from full HP there, with 4 torpedo hits. And those torpedoes were actually spotted by the Z52 long ago. So I'm not too sure what happened there, but I'm assuming maybe the Zao thought they would run out? I don't know. Oh, he just wrote. He expected them to run out. But now I have a Moskva on my ass, and I'm quite careful when picking a fight with him. Just randomly dropping in the direction, hoping to get maybe some hits on him. But he's not looking my way and showing broadside, so I'm deciding to engage him to get some damage on him. He's not too healthy, and I'm pretty much alone here, so I have to be very careful with picking a fight with the Moskva. As soon as he goes nose in, I'm not really able to damage him effectively, so I'm gonna hold my fire now, as I saw that he was turning in. And I'm taking a look on not only the Moskva behind me, but on the Moskva on my right side as well. I slightly saw that he was turning in, so I'm just dropping my torpedoes in the direction of Alpha in case he's trying to commit to it. We did 127k damage so far, and we're probably going to open up on this Moskva now. We have our team engaging him, but the Moskva behind me is basically not able to damage me. If he's shooting HE, I can just counter heal, and his AP won't be able to citadel me. And that Moskva there is showing some decent broadside, and I'm still hoping that he might run into my torpedoes, of course. He's showing some decent side now, so I'm engaging with AP as well. Getting 1000 damage, getting 4500, getting pretty much nothing, 5200, 2600, 5000, a torpedo hit, and 3000, and the Moskva is being finished by our Conqueror. Now for Moskva behind me, I have nothing else to do than to engage him. He could radar me anyway, and I have my team helping me out with him, so I can just openly engage him. You can see my AP is very ineffective on this angle, even on the deck. It's just bouncing 1 non-pen, 18, 20 bounces. There we go, we're getting the penetrations now. He's turning, doing a big mistake there. We're able to finish him off. And that is the last cruisers. The last cruiser of Omni. Now only the destroyers are left and we are guaranteed to have won this game. I personally dealt the 167,000 damage here. And devastating strike to full HP out. And yeah, this game was definitely good. And it showed the power of a Minotaur when using Islands, Radar and Hydro correctly. Well, thank you for watching. This certainly was an interesting game. TWA defended their top position on the leaderboard. And yeah, thank you for watching and see you next time. It was me again, Yoshi.